We received a question from a viewer about anxiety. He shared that he often feels anxious about the future. He doesn't really understand why this anxiety keeps coming up. Whether it's work, relationships, or family situations, as long as he starts thinking about the future, his mind keeps running. He can't stop imagining different scenarios. So the question is, how can he control his thoughts and stop feeling so anxious?
Anxiety is an emotion. It comes from worrying about the future. So when a person worries about the future, feeling anxious is actually a very normal and natural response. Everyone experiences anxiety when they start worrying about what hasn't happened yet.
So what are people actually afraid of when they feel anxious?
They are not anxious about life itself. They are not anxious about work itself. What they are really anxious about is the unknown. When something is unknown, the mind starts to imagine, and that creates anxiety. Let me give you an example. If you're driving at night on a very dark road and suddenly your headlights go off, you will feel intense anxiety. But the moment your headlights turn back on, your anxiety instantly reduces. So why do we feel anxious? Because the future is made up of many present moments. When you feel anxious, you need to come back to the present moment. That's where anxiety starts to fade. Anxiety is actually something very abstract. In many ways, it's something our mind creates. Some people can face uncertainty calmly. Others feel extremely anxious. The difference is not the situation. It's whether you are grounded in the present. When you return to what you can actually do right now, anxiety naturally reduces.
So can we say that excessive anxiety comes from not being able to live in the present moment?
To some extent, yes. But if we go deeper, people don't become anxious for no reason. There is always something happening in the present that triggers it. For example, during lockdown MCO, people experienced a lot of anxiety. Why? Because everything became uncertain. Your job became uncertain. Your income became uncertain. Your relationships became uncertain. Even health and safety became uncertain. That's why anxiety increased. So when you feel anxious, ask yourself, what exactly am I worried about? Be specific. Are you worried about losing your job, financial stability, a relationship ending? Then come back to the present moment and ask, what can I do now to reduce the chances of this happening? But there is one very important thing. When anxiety is high, there are 3 things you should not do. Don't make decisions. Don't make choices. Don't take action.
Because you might make the wrong decision?
Exactly. Decisions made in anxiety are often wrong. So instead of forcing yourself to act, allow the anxiety to be there. You can say, okay, I'm anxious right now. Observe what you're anxious about. Let it pass first. After your emotions settle down, then come back to the present and think clearly. What can I do? What decisions should I make? What actions are helpful? When you act from clarity, anxiety reduces naturally. Sometimes the things we worry about never actually happen. But when we stay anxious, we stop functioning in the present, and that can actually lead to the outcome we fear.
So we should calm ourselves down first.
Yes. And if you feel like doing nothing makes you even more anxious, that's okay too. Anxiety has a limit. It won't keep increasing forever. You can take a walk, eat something, talk to someone you trust. Sharing your anxiety with someone who listens can reduce it significantly. I've experienced this myself. Whenever I made decisions while anxious, I usually regretted them later. So now I remind myself, when anxiety comes, don't rush. Anxiety is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a signal telling you that you are not fully prepared for the future. If your present is more stable and prepared, your anxiety about the future naturally decreases. Final insight: death anxiety. There is another kind of anxiety, fear of death. People are not really afraid of death itself, they are afraid of what happens after death. That's why as people get older, especially after 40, they start thinking more about death. This anxiety can also push people to take care of their health, live more consciously. So in some ways, anxiety can also be meaningful.